Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something we all struggle with at some point, and that is trust issues. And no, I'm not talking about when your toaster burns your bread after you specifically set it to 3. That's a different kind of betrayal. But seriously, whether it's trusting yourself to make the right decisions or trusting others after you've been hurt, rebuilding trust is one of the hardest and most important skills we need to develop. By the end of this video, you will have some practical steps to start healing trust issues and creating stronger relationships with yourself and the people in your life. So let's jump in. First, let's get real about what trust issues actually look like. Trust issues tend to show up as that voice in your head saying, "They're definitely lying. I can't rely on anyone. I'm gonna mess this up again." Or my personal favorite, "Everything is fine," while your apartment is literally on fire. Here's the thing about trust issues. They're a perfectly normal response to getting hurt. Your brain is trying to protect you from experiencing that pain again. It's almost like your brain has set up these little emotional security cameras everywhere. Most trust issues typically stem from childhood experiences where our trust was broken, past relationship betrayals, repeated disappointments, that one time you trusted a gas station sushi. We've all been there, right? But here's what most people don't talk about when it comes to trust issues. They don't just affect how you view others, they fundamentally change how you view yourself. When you've been hurt, you often stop trusting your own judgment. You second guess your decisions, your perceptions, even your worth. And that internal doubt can be even more damaging than the betrayal that caused it. Okay, so let's start with the foundation, rebuilding trust with yourself. Step 1 is to acknowledge what happened. You can't heal what you won't acknowledge. So this means getting honest about the painful experiences that have damaged your trust. It's like cleaning out a wound. It stings at first, but it's necessary for healing. Step 2, you're gonna wanna practice self-compassion. Would you berate your best friend for trusting someone who hurt them? Probably not. So why do we do it to ourselves? Instead of thinking or saying, "I'm so stupid for trusting them," try this. "It took courage to trust, and I'm learning from this experience." Step 3, you're going to start making and keeping promises to yourself. If you say you'll work out tomorrow, do it. If you promise yourself you'll spend 10 minutes reading, follow through. And these might seem insignificant, but what they're actually doing is rebuilding your brain's evidence file that you are trustworthy to yourself. When I was going through my own trust rebuilding journey, I started with something ridiculously small. I promised myself I would make my bed every day for a week. Just one small, consistent action to prove to myself that my word mattered. When I said I would do something, I started to believe myself. It's like I was rebuilding my own internal credit score. And I actually, years later, still make my bed every day. When I don't make my bed, I have a more chaotic day. It's so interesting. Step 4, you're gonna practice trusting your intuition again. And we're gonna start small here too. Make a minor decision based on your gut feeling, then reflect on the outcome. Was your intuition right? Maybe not always, but probably more often than you give yourself credit for. And remember, your intuition isn't broken just because you've been hurt. It just needs some recalibration and practice. Okay, now let's talk about rebuilding our trust with other people. There's 5 steps. So step 1, we want to set realistic expectations. Perfect trust does not exist. I repeat, perfect trust does not exist. Even the most trustworthy person will eventually disappoint you in some way because, breaking news, humans are flawed. The goal isn't blind trust, but informed trust. Knowing someone's strengths, weaknesses, and patterns, and adjusting your expectations accordingly. Step 2, start with low-risk situations. Don't test someone's trustworthiness with your deepest, darkest secret right away. That's like testing if someone can catch while throwing a bowling ball at their face. Start with smaller acts of trust and gradually increase it as they demonstrate reliability. Step 3, you want to look for consistency, not perfection. Trustworthy people aren't perfect. They're consistent. They apologize when they mess up, they try to do better, and they show up repeatedly. Step 4, you want to communicate your needs clearly. Most people aren't mind readers. Shocking, I know. If you need specific things to feel secure in a relationship, you have to actually say them out loud with your mouth. For example, it would help me trust you more if you could just text me when you're running late. And step 5 is to be willing to be vulnerable again. I know this is the scary part, but here's the truth. You cannot experience deep connection without vulnerability. You just can't. It's like trying to get a tan while wearing a snowsuit. Section 4, when trust is broken. Sometimes trust is broken in ways that feel unfixable. And here's how to navigate those situations. For minor trust breaks, express how the breach made you feel. Listen to understand what happened. Work together on solutions to prevent recurrence. And practice forgiveness, which, by the way, is more for your peace than it is theirs. For major trust violations, set clear boundaries to protect yourself. Consider whether this relationship can or should be rebuilt. Seek professional help when needed. And remember that forgiveness doesn't always mean or need to mean reconciliation. Sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is to forgive someone and then keep a healthy distance. Not all relationships are meant to be restored, and that's okay. Building and rebuilding trust is a lifelong journey, not a one-time achievement. There will be setbacks. There will be moments that you want to retreat back into your trust issues shell where it feels safe and cozy. But here's what I want you to remember. Every time you choose trust, yourself or someone else, you're choosing courage over fear. You're choosing connection over isolation. You're choosing growth over stagnation. Trust might make you vulnerable to pain, but without it, you're also closed off to deep joy, love, and connection. So start small. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate your progress. And remember that your capacity to trust after being hurt isn't weakness. It's actually one of your greatest strengths. If you found this helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments below what trust building strategies have worked for you. Until next time, take care of yourselves and maybe skip that gas station sushi. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and like and share this video with someone else who might find this helpful. Until then, thank you for hanging out with me, and we'll see you in the next video.